Hello, hola, hola, soy Blanca, soy del equipo de diseño de internacional de Pentac y el día de hoy vamos a trabajar en un fondo para empezar a hacer proyectos de otoño. Voy a usar algunos sprays y voy a usar algunas pinturas y algunos medios, igual que unos craqueladores, entonces espero que les guste. Voy a prender la tableta también para poder estar viendo aquí sus comentarios. Si tienen alguna duda, alguna pregunta, entonces me pueden estar escribiendo y yo les iré contestando durante el live. En la parte izquierda voy a poner el, en la parte de trabajo donde voy a poner mis cosas. Hello, Rosa. Hello, Esther. Hi, Erzebet. How are you? Today I'm going to work in the background, autumn background. I'm going to speak only in English a little bit and a little bit in Spanish. I hope you can understand, and I'm going to show you the products here in my table so you can see what I'm going to do. This is the project I was working yesterday, so I hope you enjoy this. I'm going to do something similar like this, but with other. Hi, Martin, how are you? But with other molds, I'm going to work with molds from Stamperia and Stencil and obviously products from Pentart. Entonces, voy a trabajar en un diseño tipo otoño. Esta va a ser mi base. Es una base de cartón. This is cardboard, but it has fabric like the canvas that we used to use. And I'm going to work with some molds. I'm going to show you the molds. Here are the molds that I did yesterday. These are from different collections from Stamperia. The molds that I used for the door is this one that is from Anthony's collection. This is the door that I'm going to use. If you want, I can share with you the codes that from these molds. The leaves that I choose are these ones that is also from Anthony's collection too. So these are going to be the leaves that I'm going to use. And maybe I'm going to use a sunflower from Sarah's collection. The sunflowers that I choose are this one and this one. I did all the molds with clay. As you can see, they are not completely dried. So these are from clay. And the stencil that I'm going to use, oh no, is this one. Let me go for the stencil. Give me 2 minutes. Fue más rápido de lo que pensé. This is the stencil that I'm going to use. And also the code is here. So maybe I can share with you the codes later with all the pictures from with the project that I'm going to do today. Okay. So this is the stencil and these are the molds that I am going to use. For this canvas, or for this background, I start earlier. So I prime this with primer paste soft gesso, 1 layer only, because I'm going to use some media mists. So I start with soft gesso previously. Okay, it's right, and I'm going to use more products to do the background. Así que para empezar, yo ya puse una capa de soft gesso, es color blanco. Esta capa ya está seca y porque voy a hacer otras cosas para poder trabajar. Entonces ya puse la capa de gesso. Para continuar, voy a seguir con el Cracking Primer Universal. I'm going to put a layer. Hi, Jill, how are you? Thanks for joining me. I'm going to use this cracking primer. I'm going to show you again the sample. Maybe you can see that I have here some crackles. So I'm going to use this cracking primer and this cracking paste, the white one, to get these crackles. For this effect, the products that I'm going to use are heavy body gel, glossy one, and then I'm going to paint with the medium mist that I showed you previously. Así que para hacer este fondo, lo que voy a hacer es que primero voy a usar el cracking primer en la parte de aquí abajo, the middle of the canvas, and I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to use the cracking paste. Entonces voy a usar el cracking primer y el cracking paste. Y para la parte de arriba, para poner el stencil, lo que voy a usar es el heavy body gel. El heavy body gel también les puede servir para pegar. Entonces voy a usar el cracking primer. Just the middle of the circle, okay? If you have any questions, you can write them and I can read the comments in my tablet. So this is the cracking primer, and just from the middle to the bottom, okay? And I'm going to let it dry. Why just the middle? Because just in this part, I'm going to use the cracking paste. ¿Por qué solo en la mitad? ¿Por qué no lo estoy poniendo en toda el círculo? Porque solamente en esta parte voy a usar la craqueladora. Entonces no necesito poner el medio en todo. Además recuerden que aquí va a ir la puerta. Here we are going to have the big door and all the composition, okay? So this is the part that we are going to use for the crackles. I'm going to let this dry, and in the meantime, I'm going to paint the door and I'm going to do other things. Entonces, ya tengo la parte donde voy a poner craquelado, que va a ser en esta parte de la mitad. En la otra parte es el stencil. Ahorita, en lo que seca, voy a estar pintando los moldes. Lo voy a poner a un lado para empezar a pintar los moldes. Para empezar, voy a usar este molde. Está casi seco. It's almost dry. To start, I'm going to use this mold that I did previously. As I told you, I use clay to do the molds today. Sometimes for me it's difficult to get good resins here because of customs I cannot receive paint-art resins. And in Mexico, the resins are very strong. So if I use the resins with the molds, the mold is going to 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 be unuseful. Ah, para pintar esto, lo que voy a usar es el set del oxidado. For this, I'm going to use this set, that it's the Rust Effect Paint set for the door. And here I'm going to to do something different with stone effect pastes. The colors that I'm going to use is this one, anthracite, and this one, the cement one. Okay. Sometimes it's complicated to get the 3D powder from here because it's very small, the the jar. So I'm going to use this 3D powder with these paints. If you have any questions, you can tell me, okay? The first, this is right, okay? The first paint that I'm going to use is this one. This comes with the set, and this is early brown. Okay. And this paint I'm going to mix with the 3D powder. Entonces, la primera pintura que voy a usar es esa color café oscuro y voy a mezclarla con el polvo. The 3D powder is the same that comes with the set, but for me it's easier to use this jar. So I'm going to use this 3D powder, and for these effects I usually use old brushes because I'm going to do this, and with the new ones it's very sad to. The other color that I'm going to use is this, the red brown. This one is the red clay. And the last one is this one, that it's the ochre. I have here a needle because sometimes the paint doesn't want to come out. Okay. So these are the 4 colors that comes with this rust set. If you remember, this is the dark brown that I have. And to get the rusty effect, I'm going to mix this one with the 3D powder. Entonces, estos son los colores que vienen con el set. Son 4 colores y viene otro molde donde ustedes pueden ver que viene el polvo. Yo lo saqué ahorita de un bote más grande porque para mí es más fácil sacarlo de ese bote. Estarlo vaciando del chiquito, luego cuesta trabajo sacarlo. Por eso ahorita usé ese bote. Trato de trabajar lo más rápido posible. A veces no leo todos los comentarios, pero siempre los contesto. I'm trying to work as fast as I can to, to finish the project during the live. So if I don't read any one of your comments. Maybe I'm going to answer them later, okay? Hello, Jan. Hi, Anna. To get the rosts, I'm going to pick a little bit of each paint, and with just some touches, I'm going to mix all the paints that I have here in the in this dish. Si ven, voy tomando poco a poco algunas de las pinturas de las que yo fui poniendo. El color que se obtiene con este efecto es diferente al que les enseñé la vez pasada. No, no va a quedar exactamente igual. Pero también queda muy bonito. Les quería enseñar el último proyecto que hice, pero no me acuerdo dónde lo dejé. Si me acuerdo, pues los enseño. This rust is different from this one. If you remember, I used this, I did this rust in the other live, but with this one, I use chemicals. With this one, I'm only using the paints and the powder that I have here in this set. So the effect is not going to be the same, but we can get rust effect easily. Faster too. Entonces les digo que la vez pasada usé los químicos. Para los químicos hice oxidado. Se va a ver muy diferente a este, pero con este pues es fácil hacerlo porque solamente estoy usando las pinturas. Así que si quieren ver cómo hice el otro, lo hice en uno de los lives. You can play all the time that you need with these paints. You can add more yellow or more the red clay. When this dries, if you think that this is too dark, you can add more yellow or you can add more of the other colors, okay? And you can continue playing. Remember that when this dries, the color is going to be a little bit different as when it's wet. So you have to dry and continue playing with the colors and then again and again. I'm going to leave this maybe here, and maybe I can add more of the yellow later. Okay. Then for this part, I'm going to use the Stone Effect pastes. First, I'm going to use this one, that is the anthracite one. Let me put this in this side. This is the Stone Effect. You can also use this, for example, if you have a background that you want to be as a wall with your spatula, and you can spread the Stone Effect paste. Si ustedes quisieran hacer algún efecto como de una pared, lo pueden usar con una espátula y les queda muy bien. Ahorita yo lo que estoy haciendo es que lo estoy poniendo con el pincel un poco grueso para que se vea todavía la textura. I want the texture. So as I am playing a little bit with the Stone Effect paste, and then I'm going to add the other color that it's the lighter one, that it's the cement. This is the anthracite. If you have the other Stone Effects paste, you know that you can find a color that it's white, other one it's like red. For example, if I want to do bricks, I use the red one. And there is another one that it's like soft yellow. So you have different colors in this Stone Effect base. Les digo que para hacer, por ejemplo, ladrillos, hay una pasta de estas que es roja, y también hay una color como amarillo, hay una blanca, entonces hay en diferentes colores. I'm trying to paint also this part of the molds because we're going to see them in the composition, and it's not nice if you see the white part of the clay. So this is the anthracite one, and here is the cement one. Let me use another brush. I want the effect like these are like made from rocks. Quiero el efecto como si fueran rocas, entonces como si fuera hecho de piedra, it's stone. So I have to play a little bit with the colors. Thanks, Martin. I hope you like the finish of the project. Pentart used to tell us which kind of projects we can do. For example, in spring, we can do something with flowers. In November, December, we are going to work with Christmas projects, winter projects. but today I'm trying to do something for autumn. So, so these are the stone effect pastes. I don't know if you see my last project that I did with the, let me show you. So sometimes with the examples is better. For example, in this one, that is the notebook, I use the stone effect that is the red one. And here I use the stone effect, this one. So it's like a wall with a stencil like bricks. Here you can see. So as this is a paste that is thick, you can use with the stencils and the stencil is going to be perfect. Entonces les decía que aquí usé para hacer como simular la pared, usé las Stone Effect Pastes, una roja que hay y la gris. Entonces lo pueden usar también con un stencil y como es bastante consistente, entonces van a poder obtener las formas de su stencil fácilmente. So, as I want this to be like old door, I'm going to use the most effect pastes. I'm going to use both colors. This is a green. Let me see. This is this doesn't say the color, but it's a lighter one, and you have this one. If you want something brighter, for example, you can use the grass effect paste. For example, in this project, I use the tree paste and I play with the tree effects, the grass and the moss effect, both colors, and also I use the velvet powder. So as you can see, you can play with the moss effect and the grass effect together. En ese proyecto, por ejemplo, hola Pati, yo usé los efectos, como de moho y los conjugué con otra pasta que se llama, que es como, que dice grass effect, que es como más brillante. I'm going to play here with this. Like this is very, very old, or it's so, I think that this door can be somewhere in the forest. And if you want this paste to be like this is, I don't know if you can see that it's not plain. You have to use the heat gun, and it's going to bubble. Maybe I'm using just a little bit here. Maybe it's not going to bubble like the other one. But if you want this to bubble more, you have to use more of the paste. And here I'm going to use this one. As I'm telling you at the beginning, I'm using the old brushes. This is also the most effect, but this is the lighter one, So these are the most effects. So here is my door. Just to finish the door, I'm going to use, for example, here, some waxes. You can also use metallic paints. This wax is honey gold. Here, and maybe here, and maybe here. Sometimes I know that the screen doesn't help too much, but I hope you can see the project and the colors that I am using. So let me show you. This is the door with the moss effect and the stone effect and also the rusty effect. Okay, let me put this in this side. La voy a poner en un ladito para seguir trabajando. I'm going to work right now with the leaves that I'm going to use in the project. Maybe this one. These are the leaves that I'm going to use. And let me use this one. I used to use the baby wipes and sometimes some papers to paint because I don't like to clean the mat. Sorry. So the colors that I'm going to use are these ones. These are the colors. These are acrylic paints. This is the orange, tangerine. This is dark brown, and this is falcon brown. So with these colors, I'm going to paint the leaves. Sometimes this is like orange, but it's like soft orange. ¿Cómo estás, Patti? ¿Qué tal, Perú? Para las hojas, lo que usé fue uno de los moldes de estampería de Anthony's. Y dije, ay, igual y estas pueden quedar como flores, como hojas de otoño. Entonces, este, son las que voy a pintar ahorita con estos colores, para que sí parezca como más otoñal el asunto. El clima está loco, a veces hace calor. Ay, aquí igual, Pati. A veces llueve, a veces hace calor, a veces hace frío. He estado enferma porque viene uno con el calor en el carro y el aire acondicionado, pero te bajas y está lloviendo. Yes, autumn colors are beautiful. I love the leaves, for example, of the pictures from Canada, that the leaves are like red and orange and like yellow, and the pictures are just amazing. Here we don't have that kind of trees, but when it's autumn, we don't have leaves. The leaves fall. Como una forma desenfadada de pintar todo rápido. This is the orange color. This is brighter than the other one. The tangerine is a soft orange, but if you can see, this is a little bit darker. And the other color that I'm going to use right now is this one, is the Falcon Brown. It's like a brown that it's not too dark. Y ahorita voy a usar este que es el Falcon Brown. Para todas las hojas voy a usar colores naranjas, porque para el fondo, si vieron la muestra, bueno, voy a usar amarillos, verdes. Entonces, ahorita lo que quiero hacer es usar un poco de estos colores para que sobresalgan en el proyecto, que no se pierdan tanto. Ahorita vamos a trabajar con el craquelado. Es que siempre lo que son los efectos oxidados y los craquelados, bueno, me gustan muchísimo. Mm. Mm. Let me try this a little bit. When you start drying, sometimes it appears the blank spaces. And have more blank spaces. And just to finish, I'm going to use a little bit of this one that it's a dark brown. It's like chocolate color. But for this one, I'm going to spread a little bit of water. And I'm going to let this dry. You can play more with these kind of colors and you can get the effect that you like. Pueden jugar más con estos colores. Ahorita lo único que hice fue poner un poco de lo que son los naranjas y los cafés. Y vamos a trabajar ahora con el fondo. If you remember with this one, at the beginning I used the soft gesso, the white one, and then I use the cracking primer. I'm going to use right now this one that it's the cracking paste. And let me find the sponge. I don't know how this happened. I prepare always everything, and when I start the light, the things disappear. Here is, this is a little piece of kitchen sponge. So maybe you cannot see, but here from this part to the bottom, I have the cracking universal. I can see because it's a little bit glossy and shiny. The product that I'm using is this one, the cracking paste. Now for me, it's going to be easier to use this cracking paste in this way. Ahorita lo que hice fue poner la craqueladora. And I'm going to do this because I don't want to see the spatula marks that I leave. So I am going to help this a little bit. And I don't want big cracks. I want small cracks. I just want a little bit of texture here. And I'm going to dry, okay? To get the cracks. Remember that if you have time, you have to let this dry as it is. You don't need to use the heat guns or the hair dryer. You are going to get good cracks, but this is alive. I have to do it in this way, okay? I don't know if you can see here the cracks. And with these cracks and the media mist, I'm going to get a good textures and a beautiful background. I hope you can see the cracks. I have cracks in all this part. And as I told you, I'm going to use in this part the stencil. Here is the stencil, and the product that I'm going to use with this stencil is this one, is the Heavy Body Gel Glossy. So this is the product. This is the Heavy Body Gel Glossy. You can also mix this one with any powder. Or you can use, for example, the texture paste. Here in the floor, I have a tray with water. So I'm not going to clean right now the stencil because I don't want to lose more time. And just let me dry the Heavy Body Gel. And then I'm going to use the mist in different ways. I don't know if you can see the glossy. And here is the place that I have the stencil. It dries very fast. So I have here two kind of textures. Here I have the stencil and here I have the cracks. And as I want to play with the mists, I'm going to use this old thing that I have here. And I want to put right now these ones that are the baby wipes. The colors that I'm going to use are these ones. This is like a yellow color. This is lemon. This medium is spray. This color is white coffee. This color is brown. And this color is turn. So with these colors, I'm going to play a little bit here. And with another baby wipe, I can spread this. And I can play with the colors. For example, here, I am going to use the turn color. And then here I'm going to use the white coffee. And here I'm going to use this one that it's the brown. You can play as much as you want with the colors of the media mist. Example, I'm going to paint these borders with the paint that I have here in the table. And now you can see the stencil, and now you can see here all the cracks that I got with the crackle paste, because when it was white, you cannot see all the backgrounds. Now you can see the background better. And to finish the project, I'm going to use the molds. You can use here the heavy body gel. It's not completely dry, so I'm going to try to glue this with the heavy body gel and the spatula. But maybe I have to dry this a little bit, because if it's wet, it's not going to glue. So here I'm going to glue the door right in the middle. It's a little bit heavy. I'm going to glue this. Let me dry the leaves a little bit. And I'm also going to use this thing that I found in a store. Here in Mexico, we have some stores that sell this kind of supplies. You can use this one, or you can use this one. That's why I don't use a lot of the green color in the background, because I want this to be visible. Por eso no usé tanto el color verde en el fondo, porque quería que fuera visible. Ahorita voy a poner un poco de este musgo. Later I can clean the musk. So I'm going to use this to glue the musk here. and a little bit here. And for the molds, I'm going to glue them right here. Maybe here. Maybe I can add this here. It has a lot of small things. Lo que puse fue agregar un poquito de musgo, que bueno, pueden encontrar en las cajas de decoración. Pegué los moldes con el mismo Heavy Body Gel que usé para hacer el, lo del stencil. Se fijan, estoy usando ahora muchos productos repetidos. And if you want at the end, you can put something like this here. Or you can add more molds or any other figure that you want. So maybe I'm going to show you the pictures today or tomorrow in the group, in the Pentar Decor group. I hope you enjoy the live. I hope you can learn something different from other products that maybe you doesn't know that they exist. So this is the project. I hope you enjoy this and I hope you like it. Este es el proyecto que hice para el día de hoy. Como vieron, bueno, ya al final agregué un poco de musgo, pegué los moldes con el Heavy Body Gel. Pueden agregar aquí algún moño o alguna otra cosa, o el moño pueden poner un moño grande en esta parte de aquí y ya nada más esperar a que sequen los moldes. Como los moldes todavía no estaban completamente secos, pues no estaban tan rígidos. Entonces, pues espero que les haya gustado. Se parece un poco al que les enseñé al principio. Lo estoy trabajando para otro proyecto. It's something similar like this one. Oh, in this one, I use, for the splatters, I use this one, this the acrylic paint. Let me show you how I did it. I did this project because maybe the other one is going to be my monthly project, and sometimes people ask me, how do you do that project? And sometimes I don't record the process. So with white paint, I'm going to mix a little bit with water, and with this brush, I can do something like this and some splatters here and there. And that's it. And later I have to clean all my mess that I did today. So I hope you enjoyed the project. Para lo que hice ahorita yo nada más usé pintura blanca, el color es el Titan White, that was the color, ese fue el color, y con un poco de agua, y yo nada más hice unas salpicadas, y bueno, ya, ese será el proyecto de otoño que, que les compartí. Pueden verlo las veces que quieran, y después les voy a compartir las fotos de cómo quedó y les comparto los códigos de los moldes. Later I'm going to share you the pictures of this project and the codes of the molds and the stencil, and I hope you enjoy this. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jan. Bye-bye. Let me finish the live. Bye.